Dr. Moran, it's an honor to have you here in India. You have had such a remarkable career from engineering and corporate leadership to becoming the founder and chancellor of a university. What inspired that journey?
Hi, good afternoon. The honor is completely mine. 20 years ago we saw a need in our community, especially the community that is an emerging community that we serve. There was no university at this district of Lima, that is the most populated one, by the time we decided, my father and I, to establish a university there. And after analyzing, researching, and seeing what was needed, we started working on the project. So basically it was to address a need. Now our university has 13 years, UMA, and we are glad to have partnership with universities all over the world, including IILM here in India.
So you began your career in multinational companies like IBM and Arrow. How did this corporate experience shape the way you lead today?
Well, thank you for the question. Indeed, having a corporate exposure adds to any curriculum or any way to face an entrepreneurial kind of endeavor, because it adds the corporate mindset, the ways to run a business in an efficient way, and regardless if it is a for-profit or non-profit kind of entrepreneurial activity, it needs to be properly set with the right metrics in mind and with the right KPIs. We align our whole organization to be a culture of high performance, high quality of service, extremely seamless execution, very agile, and that I brought for the corporate side.
So when you founded Universidad Maria, what core values or gaps in higher education were you trying to address?
Fantastic question as well. Our university is called Maria Auxiliadora, Universidad Maria Auxiliadora from Lima, Peru, UMA. The core values we found were universities are very good on deploying the IQ part, meaning all the hard skills. The EQ is the hardship in any higher education endeavor. And that those values of being responsible toward a team, value diversity and allow it to thrive, and actually welcoming the diversity, not only from our local diversity, but international as well. And a curious mind wanted to do out of their comfort zone, where values we really saw our students' needs, and those are the values we foster within the university. Deeply respect, value of the diversity, and being a very honored person is something we really value.
So UMA began with a mission to make education accessible in developing communities. How do you ensure that industry remains central to the growth?
Yes, it's quite a challenge. That's why we need to be very efficient. We need to be very cost-minded, because all the cost effectiveness will translate into our fees. We are the lowest fees for an accredited kind of university in Lima, and we keep that very much in mind, because our students come from the low-income segment. They are very talented kids. And actually we have from different ages, different segments as well of fields. It can be health, it can be business, engineering. And we make our mission to make good quality of education accessible to anyone who wants to study.
What has been one of the most fulfilling moments for you as UMA's Chancellor so far?
See the transformation of our students happening. Our programs are 5-year programs. Medicine that we recently launched is a 7-year one, according to the Peruvian law. And we noticed that transformation happening from the moment our students enroll till the moment they graduate, and the fulfillment of them and their families through a social responsible kind of profession is something is my passion. It's something I really look at, and it's very satisfying.
So you describe your leadership as grounded in empathy and inclusivity. How do you bring those principles into daily decision making?
Well, it's an empathetic kind of leadership, very hands-on. I'm there with our team to make things happen. We put the students' welfare first. We are completely devoted to add value to the students and to our faculty, and the rest comes because once the alignment is there, the rest comes. We are deeply committed, passion-driven, and it is important the style of leadership, authentic leadership. So leaders are different. Some leaders are introverts, and that's good. Some leaders are extroverts. But having that said, you need to be authentic. So my approach is very hands-on, very work with the team, facilitating things. I delegate quite a lot of the work because I prefer to be involved working on the business, not in the details. I already did that as on the entrepreneurial side of the university. I will strongly advise that when any leader has a chance, since the team is key, invest in your team. Invest to get the best talent you can get. Invest on developing every single person within the organization, on their career path, on them allowing to bloom and to contribute in their unique way.
Having studied at Harvard Business School and worked with readers globally, what is one leadership lesson that has stayed with you?
We educate leaders that make a difference in the world. I will add to that motto because we educate leaders who make a difference in the world as well, who make a positive impact in the world or a positive change in the world, and that stayed with me. And Harvard Business School is excellence in education, and you need to strive to be excellent in everything you do, and translate that into the way you behave, into the way you treat others, into the way you serve in an ever increasing way.
So what advice would you give to young students, especially women, who aspire to become leaders in education or business?
Well, to any student, and then I'll go to the women part. First, do your best, because it's not going to be easy. Life is not easy. Life is not always fair. There come times when no matter how much effort we deploy, we may think that life doesn't treat you fairly. But at the end, everything is about the energy you put in. So if you put good energy in, good passion, good striving, the results will come. It's karma, it's cause and effect. So do your best always, especially when it hurts, especially when you feel that life is not treating you well, that no matter how much you study, you didn't perform well in an exam. It's going to stay in you. That's one thing. So do your best. Second, invest in yourself. Invest in learning as much as you can. Explore what are your areas of strength and work on them. And third, build your network and your friends at school, at your peer-to-peer interchange. Build that network of support because they are going to go with you a long way. And everything in life is the effort you put plus the people that support you. So nothing is done on single basis.
Yeah.
Invest in nurturing those friendships, that network. The agreements we have with all universities across Americas, Europe, and Asia, India in particular, are because of friendships. Nurture those friendships and you will never walk alone.
So UM is the first university in Peru to integrate AI into all academic programs.
Yes.
What motivated that decision?
We saw that AI was disrupting every single field long before it became so popular. And our role as leaders and educators is to detect those trends early on and to adapt and to evolve with those trends. So we saw that AI was disrupting the way we teach, the way we learn, the way we relate, and it was our responsibility to take the lead on that trend. So we invested heavily in deploying the engineering on AI as an undergrad program. We are the first university in Peru who deployed that program till now. And we were the first university who integrated, with the help of international universities, AI in our curricula. And in phases, we started with 20% of the curricula, leading by the AI, engineering on AI department, and then 100% of the curricula this year. So we are the first university which, in every single assignment, we deploy AI. We teach our students how to use it with purpose, ethically, and correctly. We teach our faculty to promote AI within their subjects. And since our educational model is heavily on project-based learning, project-centric learning, AI in the curricula, and entrepreneurial mindset, we invest and focus on that.
So in your view, how can universities strike the right balance between human creativity and technological advancements?
That's the right balance, right? So it has to be the right balance between IQ or hard skills, proper of every field. If we teach accounting, you have to be a good accountant. If we teach medicine, you have to be the best, right? In the kind of medicine we teach that is preventive, and so on and so forth. If we teach engineering, try to be the best. That part we as academics do very well, because we are trained to build curricula, to try to bring the industry's kind of competencies and skills into the curricula, to upskill, reskill. That we do. The right balance with the interpersonal skills, the empathy, the leadership skills that are much needed is the key. So we have to incorporate leadership skills that are basically emotional intelligence, meaning empathy, interpersonal skills, the ability to communicate properly, to work in teams, to be responsible toward oneself and toward a group, toward a community, and to peer-to-peer learning. And the key is a curious mind. Curiosity is the portal of innovation. And when you are curious, you are not judgmental, because the two cannot coexist.
Yeah.
So to develop a curious mind is something we learn and something we have to promote as educators.
So what skills do you believe will define successful graduates in an AI-driven future?
Compassionate professionals that are able to use in a very highly ethical way AI, because this is just starting. Now comes agents, and now who knows? No, that then comes who knows. And ethics and how to use it in a good way is key to any professional.
Yeah.
AI at the end, and all technologies advancements, are human creations that are made to make us better as humanity. And that has to be centered as the way we use it. And that needs to be taught as well. So having that in mind, to use it responsibly, to help humanity advance in many breakthrough discoveries, in helping the health science front, the engineering front, the business front, the artistic kind of front is very important. So AI is here to make us better, to make us more efficient, but we have to relate to AI and to any major kind of endeavor in a very responsible, empathetic, compassionate way, and help us becoming a more unified humanity. Because again, no discovery, no breakthrough as humanity has been done by a single nation, by a single individual. It has been done in a collective way. And we have to have that in mind. And if we have a mission, a purpose in life, follow that and use AI to that advantage.
So what inspired the collaboration between UMA and IILM University, and what makes the partnership significant for both institutions?
Inspired me the mission of IILM to educate leaders in an emerging community as well. You have a strong foundation on business, on psychology, on AI and law, and we have common kind of careers. And I like that, and the seriousness of the approach, and how responsible the university is since the founders to the whole community, academic community. So IILM was one of the two universities we chose in Delhi to work with, and we are proud and happy to work with IILM authorities, from the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, deans, to deploy activities that are going to be for the benefit of both academic communities, the students at IILM, and our students back in Lima, Peru, in UMA.
So thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today. It was a great pleasure meeting you today. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you for this interview. You led it gracefully, and I learned so much from you and from the questions as well. Allow me to reflect. Thank you.